Nick, I think you might be taking this conspiracy theory vlog a little bit too far.
That's just me.
And I'm popping on my cloud nine. Pulling up to the Denver airport, and Nick has a nice little conspiracy theory. This is upside down. Which we're gonna do quick cuts to because I don't feel like listening to him talk about it for an hour and a half right now. Again. We've already heard about it, but I would like the internet to hear about it.
I am currently filling out an application to go to NASA to see secret missile equipment that hasn't been released yet.
So, okay.
I actually already filled it out and didn't realize it.
You've already filled out that form. Okay, there we go. So we were going to Denver for Sam's show that he was doing there. Nick came with us and told us all this shit about Denver Airport that sounded insane and not true. And then we got to Denver Airport and it's fucking weird as shit for an airport and low-key kind of seems true. Like a fucking goblin in a suitcase. Why is there a goblin in a suitcase? So within all the footage from our Denver trip, I am going to also piece in Nick actually telling the conspiracy theory.
Okay, so there's a lot going on in Denver Airport, right? So there is actually, an airport that was previously there that was widely used in Denver, and it was 2 miles from where they just randomly started doing construction at the actual now Denver Airport. It was built in 1995, and it starts getting weirder and weirder the more you look into it, right? The people who made it are the New World Airport Commission.
Like, that's what it says on the fucking thing.
Okay, so this is a plaque in the airport. It says the New World Airport Commission, but that company doesn't even exist.
New World Airport Commission.
New World Airport
sounds
Commission.
Low-key sketchy.
Yeah.
It's got Freemason symbols all over it.
And then it also has a time capsule underneath this that
Yeah,
says
it's
this stone contains messages and memorabilia to people who have left Colorado in 2094.
What the fuck happens in 2094?
What happens in 2094?
What the fuck does 2094 mean?
That's something where you it's not even a real thing. You can't look it up. It's not something.
It's not a real company.
It's not a website. It's not a company. It's not a construction. It's not anything. And so you're like, okay, New World. Like I hear people talk about like the New World Order, and so like this is where it all starts getting to like tie in. So with this whole New World Order, like this Freemason, like all this like weird mumble jumble that like people talk about online.
Side note: Nick is actually a fucking Freemason, so he is in the Illuminati.
Hold on, I brought up my card. Mason card.
Nick is an actual Freemason.
I can wear it. I'm a master Mason.
Oh, I got you that ring for Christmas.
New World Order, like the big thing that people talk about online, if you watch like Shane Dawson videos, BuzzFeed videos, anything, is that you'll start seeing that people give like weird subtle hints and like foreshadowing before like a major event happens. And so the big thing with like the Illuminati is going ahead and putting this information out there and like making it widely known, like that's out there. So like it's like they get a kick out of showing you that stuff's gonna happen, and then you just as like a public are not going ahead and registering it as like an event, like something bad that's gonna happen. And then when something bad happens, they're just like, yeah, totally, like we told you it was gonna happen, and you guys are just too dumb to even know. But so this plaque that says New World Airline Coalition, it's right there. It's right there. It's a plaque that you can see, that you can read, take photos of, and this looks like one of those foreshadowing things. There was actually 5 buildings that were going to be a part of the airport that the New World Airport Commission went ahead and was just like, oh no, there's something wrong with the building, so we're just going to go ahead and bury them.
Bury them, not destroy them. Bury them under the ground.
Not destroy them. They are buried underneath the airport. And this is a real thing, right? So there's 5 buildings buried underneath it. There's lots of different rumors and conspiracy theories behind what these buildings are. And so they never had official plans for like what they were going to be used for exactly. But it's known that
it was just 5 buildings that they had that got buried.
So like whether it would be like office space or something, but like
they didn't actually say what they were for. They just buried them.
Exactly. So they're buried underneath this airport, and so there was tunnels being constructed underneath the airport during the time that this whole airport was being built. And
tunnels for no reason to buildings that were buried.
And they said that it was for an automatic checked bag system. And the bagging system never went live, it never went functional, and they said that it just wasn't working properly. They spent millions of dollars putting this thing together, and it suddenly just doesn't work and is not fixed. Is not tried.
No attempts to fix it.
No attempts to fix it, nothing. And that's it. Outside of the airport, there is actually a waste dump facility where people are going ahead and just dumping dirt. And you're not allowed to follow the trucks. of like where they're coming from, but people think that these tunnels are still being built underneath the airport because they're still dumping dirt.
But where's the dirt coming from?
But where's the dirt coming from? People think that it might be like a nuclear like fallout shelter, and if you've ever been to like the Denver airport, it's out in the middle of nowhere. Then you pass an army like base on the way there.
A very weird army base.
Yeah.
Then when you go inside of the airport, there's all these fucking murals and shit.
And so there's a bunch of different murals in there, and like when you see them, you're like, why is this inside of an airport? And so this
Because they're like eerie and like weird and creepy.
it looks like that they tell a story, right?
This is just the beginning, right? So it's supposed to be showing like this apocalyptic solar flare type thing, like wiping
All those
out
people are
the
running
old.
away.
And then like these people, this girl is crying.
I thought this was happy. Okay,
because
it's not
passage.
happy anymore. I didn't realize.
And then like the turtles and stuff like that are like they're just showing like all the problems with humanity, and like the zoos and like how we have to cage these extinct animals, and like how like society has like
demonic
killed
they're
eyes.
just dead kids in it. Okay. It's the tree of life for peace, right? And then oh, and the extinct bird that was in the cage is now out.
in harmony and peace.
Thanks
in
for
nature.
bringing this terrifying shit into my life.
Wait for the next one.
And so like there's this one that's just clearly like fucking crazy.
So that one is definitely a man just killing children.
Also, there's a lot of symbolic remnants in here.
Where it has a person who looks like he's like a Nazi like SS officer with a gas mask on, going ahead and with a machine gun in one hand and swinging a sword that has like this gray cloud following it. And then along the gray cloud, it has people just sick and like clearly diseased and dying. And then like at the end of the sword, it has like a dove, which shows, a dove is a sign of peace. And so it looks like you could interpret it as this person, like this being, because it has like it has a mask on, so you don't know what exactly it is. So it's like this entity, whether it's an organization or what, is going ahead and swinging the sword of death with
Against everyone.
Against everyone.
These children, like a mother, is
Yeah.
like it's weird shit.
Okay, so obviously that's crazy. And then there's not just these odd paintings, they also have these weird gargoyle statues.
Fucking gargoyles.
So crazy. And they're at the luggage area. When you walk into the airport, they're behind you, so you don't even see it. And you don't
And like
notice
we
them.
walked into the airport and we didn't see these.
We walked into the airport and left the airport the same exact terminal, same exact spot, didn't notice them until I asked several people where these gargoyles were. And so we went ahead and started talking to people, and then ended up finding someone who goes, yeah, they're over here. And so we walked, looked and looked and looked, and then we're like, oh shit, we found one. And there's a gargoyle coming out of a suitcase screaming.
Yeah, it's like coming out of a suitcase.
Now it's a statue.
Yeah, why do none of these people know where the gargoyle is? I feel like if I worked here, that would be the number one thing I would be, just know where it is.
There's one right at the end.
Oh shit, there's
It's a gargoyle demon coming out of a suitcase.
just normal things.
I wonder what do you think number like it sits in front of? Because like they haven't had any. It's just one over here, but there's supposed to be multiple of them. Wonder if it's like a hidden message or something.
Why is he screaming? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is
So-
that? Why is there a demon
so-
suitcase in this airport?
What the fuck? Who uses that for measurement?
What the fuck?
Who uses that for
Roughly
measurement?
the size of a 5th grade boy?
Travelers' heads to oversee and ensure the baggage will arrive safely. What the biggest crock of shit I have ever heard in my entire life.
All right, Nick has fully convinced me that this airport is just bad.
Well, who would go ahead and use that as a size of measurement? But yeah, also like, why is a gargoyle screaming in a suitcase behind
At
you?
an airport,
Hidden,
which is already
like-
the weirdest place to be.
Yeah, exactly. Going ahead and saying, no, it's to keep your like luggage safe. Just, it's such an odd thing that you would not find at any other airport.
Just like the symbolism and shit. of it
Yeah,
all.
exactly. The symbolism of this whole airport just has an eerie feel to it. And so it's not just us who thinks that. We actually went ahead and talked to a bunch of different employees.
We literally went through the airport and started talking to employees to see if they like believe.
Nick and Sam just asked the woman who works at the airport if the rumors are true, and she said, yeah.
I like how she was like, there's a lot of crazy stuff under here.
What the fuck does that even mean?
So the gist of this whole Denver airport conspiracy is that there's a nuclear bomb shelter underneath the airport, along with these areas where we might be detained if there is like martial law takes place. So there's also one other very, very, very creepy fact about it, and it's the horse. there's a blue horse that glows with red eyes that you see as you drive up to the airport. And people know from like signs of the Bible and all different like, you know, literature that, you know, this horse is supposed to be like a sign of death, like an Armageddon type thing. In Denver, they actually call the horse Lucifer because it glows with red eyes and looks like it's
a fucking demon horse. It looks like a fucking demon horse.
Looks like it's a fucking demon horse. Horse itself is creepy, but what's even creepier is that the sculptor of the horse died making it when the head, the spot with the glowing red eyes, fell onto him and killed him. But they still put it up there.
So here you go. We're Shane Dawson now. I'm gonna let you pick the song of the day with your fucking Iron Maiden shirt on. Give me a song.
Oh God! Don't pressure me like this. Hold on. Like pause it.
No, I'm not pausing it. You just have to think. Think
hold
fast,
on.
bitch.
Hold on. I'm trying to go through who do I have that I could give this awesome clout to that needs it. Let's do Hyperreal by My Ticket Home.
Hyperreal by My Ticket Home
them.
is today's song of the day. You can hear it on the playlist below and also right now.
I step up into the flood.